Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP, and this comes from Ledgerman. Hot news: universities are now teaching the students about XRP and Ripple. Take a listen to this.
So there's over 1,600 cryptocurrencies today that use blockchain. So all of us have probably heard about Bitcoin, some of us about Ethereum. In Japan, almost every bank is starting to work with something called XRP, or you may know it as Ripple. And there's many others.
I always said when Harvard started teaching about XRP and XLM in the classroom, that solidified XRP and XLM for the future. And a lot of universities are teaching crypto and blockchain because it's the fourth industrial revolution. They're also teaching AI. There's even free courses for AI because that is going to take off very fast over the next couple of years. If you think AI is something now, I think it's going to expand into something absolutely incredible. Things that you see in movies. They've just massive move by XRP Healthcare. I always like to keep people up to date on XRP Healthcare as well. They're making a lot of big moves. They've just acquired Pharmaville, a retail and wholesale pharmacy chain with 7 locations across Uganda, marking their official entry into Africa's booming healthcare industry. This is just the beginning. A global announcement is coming next week. They've been expanding out at a very fast pace. And like I always said, healthcare is something that grows year over year. Every single person is going to need healthcare at some point in their lifetime. Boom, XRP enters into DeFi market to unlock $400 billion in liquidity. DeFi is going to continue to expand as well. What I like about this is it leads down the path to passive income. And right now, it's in such an early phase. You know, it's going to expand so quick once the institutions get here. But you could see it coming. Look at this. Cash App to offer loans directly. Bank regulator greenlights the move. Block Inc.'s Square Financial Services just got approval from the FDIC, the agency that oversees banks, to issue Cash App borrow loans directly, cutting out third-party lenders. Cash App users took out nearly $9 billion in loans last year. Now, Square Financial is running the show, promising fair and accessible short-term loans that cost less than payday lenders and overdraft fees. With a loss rate under 3%, most borrowers repay on time. When you see this, you know what's coming. This is what Ripple wants to do as well. They want to level the playing field, and they want to cut out all the middlemen. This way, payments are faster, payments are cheaper. We're going to be borrowing against our XRP. This is going to be massive once it starts to open up in the crypto space. This comes from Vincent Van Code. An idea of how I might use my XRP in the future. Assume banks can custody XRP. Transfer your XRP to the bank. Take a mortgage on XRP to buy as much property as you can. Rent out the property. Make up shortfall of rent repayment for first 2 years by selling some XRP. Get to positive income. As the price of XRP increases, borrow even more money to buy more property. Rinse and repeat. After about 5 years, you'll have a killer property portfolio, and your original XRP balance less only a small amount. Not financial advice. Everybody has a game plan in this space. I just saw someone the other day talking about opening up a business once they cash out some XRP. They want to open a small garage. And everybody has their own ideas. I always said I like turnkey businesses, like a laundromat, a car wash, something like that, where maybe you only have to make an appearance 2 or 3 times a week for 10 or 20 minutes. But you could also hire a manager to take care of those things for you. There's so many options out there. But once passive income starts for XRP, it's going to open up so many more options as well. And you'll be able to open up a business just off of the passive income you're getting off of your XRP without ever having to sell. Notice something? Welcome to the new normal. This comes from Edo Farina. And you see XRP and XLM in the green. This is becoming the new normal now. I see a lot of times where Bitcoin is in the red and the rest of the market is in the red, but XRP just seems to keep holding up very well, while the rest keep dropping in price. I cannot wait until utility starts driving the price of these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. I'm telling you, the ISO cryptocurrencies are all going to be top 10 cryptocurrencies. It's just a matter of time. They are going to fill the top 10 in the crypto space. 3, XRP, major utilities nobody talks about. And I like some of these. So, jet payments, private jet payments, solving the Friday night problem. One of the lesser known applications of XRP is in the private jet industry. The aviation company TapJets, often called the Uber of private jets, has integrated XRP as a payment option for last-minute flight bookings. All things XRP noted, banks don't process payments on weekends, but XRP settles in seconds. Real estate tokenization. That's another way to invest into real estate. You don't even have to buy a whole property. And you could invest in properties overseas. You could invest in properties anywhere around the world. And you could research those properties as well to see what kind of returns you can get on your investment. Tokenization of real estate is going to take off within the next year or two at a very high level. Blockchain philanthropy, enabling transparent and instant donations. Philanthropy is another area where XRP is making an impact. Ripple has actively participated in blockchain-driven charity initiatives, including a donation matching program for wildlife relief efforts in Maui. According to All Things XRP, Ripple matched $50K for the Maui wildlife relief. But Ripple is always doing donations. You see it from time to time. And there's going to be so many other use cases. There's use cases that none of us have even thought about yet when it comes to XRP. And this comes from David Schwartz. So David says the only thing that literally requires XRP is submitting a transaction to the XRP ledger. For anything else, there is more than one way to do it. We had a choice a long time ago how heavily to focus on XRP in our enterprise payment solution. In the beginning, we had no choice but to offer non-XRP options, because otherwise we would have had virtually no scope at all. Today, we can offer an XRP-only system if we wanted to, but that would reduce network effects and severely limit the scope of customers we could attract. So we decided that we would give our customers the best experience we possibly could, whether that meant using XRP or not. That would give us the best ability to attract customers and provide them a great experience. Over time, we shifted our focus to emphasize customers more likely to use XRP than the customers who would use XRP immediately. Today, Our preferred route is for customers to use RPD so they onboard with us and we control the entire experience. I don't believe in asking other people to use some technology because it's my preferred technology. Rather, I'll make sure my preferred technology is the best for their use case, and then there's no reason for them not to use it. So right away, people said, I told you they're not going to utilize XRP. But I've explained this multiple times. If you utilize RippleNet and you don't utilize XRP, it's fast and it's cheap. But if you utilize RippleNet and XRP together, it's even faster and it's even cheaper. So when somebody sees that, they're going to take the cheapest path, the fastest path. It's like anything. If you go and you look at phones and one phone has options that the other phone doesn't have, are you going to take the other phone? No, you're going to go to the phone that has the best features and the best options. And anybody that utilizes RippleNet and XRP together will always have the upper hand on the competition. But the reason that banks are going to utilize XRP for on-demand liquidity. There's still a major liquidity problem with the banks. And I forgot to mention this in the previous two videos. Binance US just relisted XRP. And President Trump's family is in talks to acquire stake in Binance US. You can't make this up. I mean, think about it. So President Trump's family is in talks with Binance, and right away, they relist XRP. Who do you think told Binance to relist XRP? The Trump family. They know what's going to happen with XRP. Bolivia to use cryptocurrency to pay for energy imports. Now, this has nothing to do with XRP or Ripple, but you're going to start to see XRP moving energy, some like barrels of oil around the world. It's going to be moving so many things of value. People don't realize that yet. Everything that could become a token is going to be moved. And XRP is the best for moving anything from one country to another. It's not just fast, cheap, and secure. It also moves anything of value. And I stress that, anything, no matter what it is. AI is transforming oil and gas faster, cheaper drilling. Big Oil is betting big on AI. BP, Chevron, and Devon Energy say AI is cutting costs, boosting production, and opening new drilling sites once seen as too risky. BP is using AI to predict well failures. Chevron has AI-powered drones monitoring emissions. And Devon reports a 25% jump in well productivity. With oil prices shaky and Trump's tariffs impacting global demand, energy companies see AI as the key to stay ahead. Those who don't adapt, they'll get left behind. Like I said, AI is going to continue to boom in the United States. We are going to see so many advancements made just in 2025. And as we continue into the future, you know technology, it never slows down. It only gets better as time goes on. It's the same reason that XRP is better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like a flip phone. XRP is like the newest smartphone. And that's why I said, people keep hyping up Bitcoin every single day. The reason that hype has to stay intact is because if the hype dies, Bitcoin dies. And XRP is going to take that number one spot. I'm really starting to think it's going to happen during alt season, because you're going to have that institutional flow of money into this cryptocurrency. XRP holders, people are going to be looking at their portfolios this year, and they're going to be like, wow, I cannot believe how much money I am making off of my XRP. It is going to be a fantastic time. I'm just waiting for alt season to begin. Every single day, people are like, alt season begins this weekend. Alt season begins tomorrow. Alt season begins within the next 72 hours. But then you have other people, it's going to start in April. Other people are like, it's not going to start until Ripple versus SEC ends. This cycle is going to play out no matter what. We had alt season back in 2021 when the Ripple versus SEC case just got started. What makes you think we have to wait until the case ends for alt season to begin? That case is not holding back alt season, and it's not holding back XRP. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.